Chloe, can you say hello? It's Wednesday.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
So I had a fun idea. Maybe you guys could come visit me tomorrow. What? You already planning on it? What a crazy random happenstance. So y'all are coming to visit tomorrow and I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing midterms on Friday and I'm going to be really busy. So I don't really know how this is going to work, but it's going to work and it's going to be great and I'm really excited that y'all are coming. So yay. So the theme is spring break, and the last part of spring break I was at my friend David's house and he discovered FU. So he wanted to do something for video. So we actually filmed us talking about spring break before we even knew it was the theme. So I'm going to show some of that from my theme.
This is David Johnson, and that is Jessie Burke, as you all know. Now Jessie and I are going to talk about how our spring break went. I think it went really well, since since Jessie's still alive. And
Though Dave tried to kick me out of the car and beat me last night.
Just once.
Just a couple times.
Well, you kept asking whether or not we were going to be there yet, and
I don't know.
I can't stand that question. Beginning of the trip.
What did we do at the beginning of the trip?
I woke up late, and Jessie and
someone was like, if you're not up by 7 o'clock, you're going to see the wrath of David, and that's going to be the last time you're ever going to see David, because I'm not going to talk to you again. So Heather and I are up at like 7, and we're like, yeah, ready to go, and somebody doesn't get ready till 10:30.
Anyways, after 6.5 hours of driving, we make it to Jessie's house in Canton, Mississippi.
Nice.
Yeah, it was where I met all of you.
Except for Max.
Yeah, except for Max. Hey, Michelle, you're really pretty. BT Dubs musical, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. I mean, what other play can you enjoy if, like, it doesn't have premarital sex and rape? But for serious stuff. For serious.
Then we had Sunday and we went to Mass.
Church.
Oh, we went horseback riding.
Yeah, and the horses were being really antsy that day for some reason. But I think it's because I'm the horse, like, Antichrist. And I never read an English saddle before. Have you ever ridden a Western saddle?
I'm not Western.
Yeah.
I'm dying. We went to a nature preserve. This is really long.
No, we went to New Orleans first.
We went to New Orleans.
Okay, so really nice. We got to go see the cathedral, eat some po' boys at this really nice restaurant, and just meander. From there, we went to my grandparents' place. They live up in northern Louisiana, and they live on a nature preserve.
It was really cool. It was very flowery. And guess what his grandmother's name is? Jessie.
Ding.
I-E.
We left, and we went to this little town called Natchitoches, where Steel Magnolias was filmed. We had meat pies. Meat pies are absolutely delicious. And then from there, we headed back for Texas.
Yay!
Get back to my house.
So now we're just chillaxing at Dave's house.
Yeah, chill.
I was supposed to say, hey Tyler, it's Wednesday. He thinks we're entertaining for some reason. So I'm not good at taking notes when it's the first day back from spring break, and I've already had 2 midterms that day, and it's like 4 o'clock, and I just want to be done. This is my binder for understanding the Bible. Look at these notes that I took, these very good notes. You'll see that I wrote, midterm on Friday, study for it, I'm serious. David and Goliath story, genre epic story, hero versus villain, tortoise versus hare. Goliath portrayed as a great strength. Goliath only 6.5 feet tall, question mark, because we learned in class that that's how big it says he is in the Bible. If you look closely here, I drew a picture of how Goliath and me and how we compare height-wise. And then I wrote, Goliath is circumcised. It said that in the Bible, and I thought that was an important note. I don't know. Speaking of tortoise and the hare, I, during class, drew this picture of the tortoise and the hare, and I named them David and Goliath, and my friend Alex and I drew that picture. And then I invented a little mouse to live in my binder, and I drew that, and now he lives in my binder. Yeah, I should not be allowed to take notes. I think these are not going to help me in the midterm. So over break, I was at Dave's house and we were watching TV, and this commercial came on for auditions for America's Next Top Model. But on the audition thing, must be 5'7" and under. What? And for the research, I found out that usually you have to be tall for America's Next Top Model, but they were just doing like this special thing where you had to be short. For this one, not like I'm saying short girls can't model, but it really got me thinking. I'm 5'10", which is really too tall to do anything cool, but not tall enough to be like known for being tall. I just want to say, my whole life I've been too tall to do everything, and every time I complain about being tall, people say to me, "Don't worry, Jessie, it's great to be tall. You could be a model." Well, apparently not, Tyra Banks. Thanks for taking away the dream. Do you realize that you have to be 5'3" to be a Disney princess at Disney World? And that the average female gymnast is 5'2"? People meet me and Ellen a lot and they often say, "You girls look like dancers. Are you dancers?" No, because if you actually look closely, you'd realize that all dancers are roughly this tall. Sure, there's good things for tall girls to do. You can be a basketball player, but what about us girls who are naturally unathletic? I mean, I'm really tired of all these little girls who are like, "God, I can never be an actress because they're all tall and blonde." I've seen Point Place, and I know how tall Grant show it. And I know how tall those actresses have to be. That's right, not tall, short. Also, why is it that if you're tall, and everyone always says you could be a model, as if that's the only thing that tall people can do with their lives? This may come across as kind of selfish, but seriously, I think it's something to think about. Well, we're having a wonderful spring break, and that your trip so far has been great, and that you're having a lot of fun in Katie, and not just Max, but everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. You
It's
just
record-
can't
Jessie. Jessie.
show me my pain.
Jessie.